everyone. It's another glorious day, and today it is 139 days to the 2023 election. I mean, it's so surprising how the days are actually flying along. I had to go back to check when I started this countdown, and I realized that I started this countdown at 171. And today it's already 139 days to the 2023 election on the 25th of February 2023. We get to choose who becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and also who become the members of the National Assembly. A week after, your job is not yet done. You will again come out to choose who are the people that will become the executive governors of the different states and also members of the state houses of assembly. We are going on. But remember also, we are no longer just counting down. We are also using the opportunity to read and learn. Learn about the Electoral Act. You know something about knowledge. Knowledge is actually power. When you have that knowledge, you're able to have conversations more. You're able to hold a conversation. You know, it just frees you. It gives you so much edge over someone who doesn't have that knowledge at all. So as much as possible, let's seek for this knowledge. Today we are going to look at section 16 of the Electoral Act 2022. Please, if you don't have a copy, you can buy a copy, and hard copy like this, or you could download the e-version, e-copy of the Electoral Act. The Electoral Act actually is the real game changer. It is. I mean, President Muhammadu Buhari got this right. This is a legacy that you have, and that's one of the reasons for me I'm seriously prompting on the issue that the president should look at. Let election be a legacy he leaves. Free, fair election, and be the legacy that he leaves for Nigeria, because right now he really doesn't have anything. And that let's in the near future people be able to look back and say, even though he did nothing, there's one thing that he actually did well, and that's in the Electoral Act, and also in having a free, fair, credible election. And that it's not perfect, absolutely not. There are a lot of things that, but from where we are coming from, this is major. And so today we are looking at section 16, like I said, and the section 16 is talking about the power to print or issue voters card. The littlest thing that you can think of. They are all in the act. They are always put in act because it's the law. This is the law. Anything that is not here, anybody can do anything and say, but it's not codified. That's why you have to think of all the scenarios and ensure that you put them down. And that's sometimes where they don't think of certain scenarios. That's when they come back also, and then they change it. The act, they modify the act, and there's a particular word they use. The word seems to have left my head right now. For example, we saw what happened with the Electoral Act that was done at 2015. What had happened was the fact that they forgot to actually put the what's this machine now? The machine that was used. You see now, sometimes this was the machine that was used that they said is not acceptable in the. What was that thing that we had to? Oh no, it's BVAS is the one they are using now. So that's the one that's not in my head. Card reader, yes, absolutely. Sometimes, as you age, some of these words they're becoming more difficult for you to bring them forth. Card reader. So they forgot. They didn't put the card reader in the act. So somebody went to court and they were like, okay, the card reader is not there. Even though there are different ways of interpreting a law. And one of them, you have the mischief rule and golden rule and all of that. The literal rule and the purposive approach. The purposive approach normally is to say the judges will think about, okay, what was it? What were the lawmakers trying to change? You understand? What was it that they tried to, what problem did they envision that they're going to do, and then they now use that. So I wonder, Nigerian judges are the way they are. They just do their own thing. Definitely you would have known that they didn't mean for this thing not to be in the law. They wanted the card reader. Of course, with the case of Wike, and that was how Wike became governor of Rivers State, and it's something that has held us down for a very long time. But right now we are having something. So every leaflet thing has to be put in the law. So we come to so it's talking about the power to print or issue voters card. 16.1, that's subsection 1 of section 16 of the Electoral Act 2022, is talking about it says the commission shall design, cause to be printed, and control the issuance of voters cards to voters whose names appear in the register. The moment your name appears in the register, then the commission has to, design. They are the ones that choose the design. Nobody else can choose the design for them, print and give you this thing. 2, no voter shall hold more than one valid voters card. You're not supposed to have more than one valid voters card. And it goes on, 3 goes on to say, any person who contravenes subsection 2 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not more than 500,000 or imprisonment or for a term not more than 1 year or both. So you see, subsection 3 automatically tells you that having more than one valid voters card, it's a crime. So you can have like old voters card, maybe they've changed it and the old one is no longer valid and you have it, that's not a crime. But if you have 2 valid voters card, that is actually a crime. And subsection 3 is what makes it a crime, because without that subsection 3, you can have it. Yeah, they say you should not have it, but if you have it, there's nothing that has been said will be done to you. But subsection 3 actually makes it a crime and gives the thing that has to go. So somebody cannot come and say, oh, because you have 2 valid voters card, they will now fine you for 10 million naira. No, it says 500,000 or imprisonment for a term of not more than 1 year or both. Or for them to now come and say, oh, they are going to sentence you to life imprisonment because you have 2 valid voters card. No, they're not going to do that. Yes, it's a crime, but it's a crime that also the term that has to go with it is already laid out there. So these are the way when you're talking about acts and laws and everything, this is the way they work. Then subsection 4 of section 16 of the Electoral Act 2022, which is the last one under section 16, says the commission may, whenever it considers it necessary, replace all or any voters card for the time being held by voters. So they can decide to say, okay, they're going to change the design, they're going to do something else, and all of us return our voters card, we get new ones. They can decide to say, okay, you've lost your own, they replace for you. They can decide to say, oh, your own is defaced, one thing or the other. But all of this, the issue of card, everything has been put in the hands of the commission. No other NIMSI, for example, cannot, Nigeria, what do they call that? Identity something, management something, cannot come and say, oh, they are going to print a voters card for you. Or maybe the printing and minting something will now come and say, oh, they're going to print voters card for you. No, the law specifically says that it is INEC that we do that. It's such a beauty doing this video. Every day I'm so encouraged to do it. By the time I see a lot of people, your words, those we're learning along. We might not be many for me, but it's such a joyous moment knowing that we're sharing this knowledge along. And somebody did suggest that we should have an interactive session. Well, I'll try and find some of the things that are to do all of that. It's just that I don't want to be so many things to do, so I don't want to start something that I will not be able to continue it a lot. But thank you everyone for watching. Let's continue the countdown. Don't forget, it's 139 days to the 2023 election, so do all the things that you need to do. You have 139 days to ensure that your candidate, I hope your candidates they have competence, character, capacity. Those are really main issues, are the ones you work towards them and ensure that they get into office. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.